okay. Oh man, I should really call telehealth. This sounds bad. It's okay.
Good afternoon, telehealth. How can I help you?
Yeah, I'm just really concerned. I have a baby here and my baby's really sick.
Oh, how old's your baby?
4 months old.
Oh, and what do you mean by sick?
Well, she just has a runny nose, she has watery eyes, she's coughing, and she's coughing where she's like wheezing. It's scaring me.
Oh, well, it is flu season. Have you had a flu shot?
No, actually she's just a little. I just didn't want to get her the flu shot.
Oh. Well, tell me a little bit more what's going on. Is she maintaining her airway?
Well, she has a fever sometimes. I gave her some Tylenol and it broke the fever, but now it's back again, so I'm just not sure what could be going on.
Oh. Well, how long ago did you get the Tylenol? Because I'd recommend you give her Tylenol again, and maybe you should go to your closest emergency department.
Okay, is there anything else that it could be? Because I'm just really concerned.
Well, it does sound like it may be the cold, but it's better to get an assessment from an emergency doctor.
Okay, thank you.
Okay, bye for now.
Bye.
Hello, Miss Smith.
Hi.
So what concerns do you have with your child today? What brings you to the hospital?
So I was on the phone with telehealth and they advised me to come here. So what's going on is my baby has a fever. Also, she's wheezing when she's like coughing. You can hear her, I'm sure. Also runny nose, runny eyes. I'm concerned like when she's eating, she's not like being able to breathe. It's almost like she stops breathing for a second, but So I'm just really concerned. I don't know if it's just a cold, but it's my first child, so.
All right. We'll have my student here take a listen and
Okay.
assess the baby.
Okay.
So I'm going to start by just listening to the baby's chest sounds.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm hearing some wheezing on both sides of the lungs.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm just going to take the baby's temperature. And the temperature's a little high. Have you given the baby anything yet?
Yeah, I gave her some Tylenol maybe 2 hours ago.
Okay. I also noticed the respiration rate is a little high, so we're going to look into that as well. There are some periods of apnea, so we're also going to run some tests and see what we can find out about that, okay?
Okay,
And before we take off, I'm just going to take
Yeah, I'm just going to hold her because she's just getting really fussy.
of course. Just going to get some nasal secretions and we're just going to test this to see if we can come up with a diagnosis, all right?
Okay.
Okay, we'll be back shortly.
Okay, thank you.
Hello, Mrs. Smith.
Hi.
So the lab results are back, and it seems like your child has respiratory syncytial virus, or RSV.
What is RSV? I've never heard of that before.
So RSV is a viral infection which mainly affects the lungs. And it explains the majority of the symptoms your child is experiencing. Okay. So the wheezing, the runny nose, the fever.
Okay.
Now we're going to address this now because it can lead to a lower respiratory infection called bronchiolitis, which you want to avoid.
Okay.
And with your child being around 6 months of age, this is probably the most frequent time that a child would get it.
Okay.
It's also primarily occurs during the winter and spring. And another reason why we have you in this isolation room is because it's highly communicable.
Okay. Is that why you guys are wearing those gowns? Like, is my baby gonna be okay?
So the virus is spread through direct contact. It's not spread through airborne, which means that this is preventative equipment that we have to wear in order to keep the spread minimized.
Could have I done something to prevent this? I feel like a really bad mom.
So breastfeeding is a preventative measure that we encourage, avoiding areas that people are smoking and overcrowding areas where there's more of a risk of spreading infectious agents.
We recommend to cover your coughs and sneezes.
Okay.
Also cleaning contaminated surfaces would be a good idea as well.
Okay, like how do I treat this? Like, is there like a vaccine I should have got or like antibiotics? Like, what am I supposed to do?
Well, we can't use antibiotics with this infection because it's a viral one.
Okay.
And unfortunately, there's no vaccine present at this moment.
Okay.
There is a monoclonal antibody IM injection, which high-risk children can get, called palivizumab. However, since your child already has the virus, it would be ineffective now.
Okay. So am I staying here tonight or am I going home?
So we're going to keep her overnight. We're going to monitor her. However, we're going to administer oxygen. We're going to give her adequate fluid.
Okay.
And at any point of the night, if you notice her having any trouble breathing, let us know, because that's going to be our main concern for the night.
Okay.
Okay?
So, like, am I allowed to, like, leave? Because I noticed, like, with the gowns on and stuff like that, like, should I stay with the baby or am I going to spread this? Like, I don't want to get someone else's child sick.
We do encourage you to stay with your child, and if you do have to step out, you know, proper hand washing is your best friend.
Okay. Well, thank you guys.
No problem.
Okay, you're welcome.